we're bringing you all you need to succeed in the real estate business. It's Spilling the LT, brought to you by Lawyers Title, telling you what it's really like to work in real estate.
Welcome to a new episode of Spilling the LT with Lawyers Title. My name is Catherine Daves, and I am Director of Sales for Dallas County. And today I have a very special guest. She is near and dear to my heart. She's actually the reason I am in this crazy title business. More about that later. But I have Taylor Stewart with Callbox Storage. So
hello, how's it going?
thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. This is so fun.
I know. So tell us a little bit about you, kind of your background, how you got into this business.
Yeah.
All the things.
Yeah, my background. It's a crazy one. Not really. Don't worry. I'll tell you any stories you haven't heard. So I went to Texas Tech and graduated with my teaching degree.
Okay.
And decided I don't think I want to be a teacher.
Yes.
I was kind of searching, what am I going to do? So I went to a healthcare staffing company, and I worked there for 3.5 years. And just with my, kind of outgoing personality, I don't really like to stay confined in a cubicle all day. My parents' neighbor was a title rep. And so that is how I landed into to real estate.
Yes.
And I rode around with her for one afternoon and basically was offered a position by the end of the day.
I feel like that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, did I just get a job?
Exactly. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought I was just testing the water to see what this is like. But then it was like, nope, you're going to be a title rep.
Yes.
So that's how I landed into real estate. And my grandmother has been in the business for, 30 plus years. Right. Grew up around it.
And then your sister recently just got in the business.
Oh, she's been in the business. So yes, she was in title around the same time that I was. And she was an escrow assistant.
So
and
it's a family.
Now she's a realtor. Yes, it's all in the family. And so, that's how I found Callbox Storage, or they found me. I was a title rep at the time, and they were like, come on over, join us. And it took me about 4 months, but I finally came over, and here I am today.
So the story about us that we're going to go into detail now. So Taylor literally is the reason that I work for Lawyers Title, and how full circle, though, that now we get to be affiliates together and colleagues and, get to work together again. But Taylor did work for Lawyers Title for a little bit before she got stolen from Callbox and referred me to work for Lawyers. So this is all thanks to you.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Yeah, I drug you into the business of real estate.
Exactly.
Sorry about
I don't know.
that.
Should I thank you?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure. Okay, so Callbox stole you. Then they were a brand new company. Tell us about Callbox, the concept of it, how they kind of came about.
Yeah, so really cool company. I got in with them kind of on the ground floor, and they're a full service storage company. So what that means is they actually go to the customer rather than the customer having to go to storage. They come pick up. They pad wrap and protect everything. They photo inventory every box, piece of furniture, artwork, like whatever you want to put into storage. And then they take it away and store it. And then if you need something back, you just log in on your laptop or on your cell phone and just pick the item you need, and we'll deliver it back. So
it's one of those ideas. It's like so genius, but you're like, why didn't I think of that? Like, hello, we are in the it should be like that,
Exactly. Yeah, I ask myself that every day. Up with the times, you can order something off of Amazon and it literally gets to you the same day.
Yeah.
And so, our CEO, founder, Kyle Bainter, he, went through the experience of storage and thought, how do we make this easier? We should be doing this in a more efficient way.
Yeah.
Comparing it to Amazon and, how quickly that can be done. Why can't we put our things into storage and have someone deliver them back? So
honestly, I feel like we should have him on. I feel like that's a whole other show about coming up with an idea and then actually implementing it. You know, I feel like we all are like, oh my gosh, this is genius. It's going to change the world, but then no one ever actually does anything about it. But he actually did.
Exactly. He pursued it and made it into the company that it is today, which is so
And where are y'all's storage? Like, where you store the things?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're located in DFW, Austin, Houston, and Phoenix. But in the DFW area, our warehouse is in Grand Prairie. So it's climate controlled. It's 24/7 video surveillance. The outside public is not allowed in.
Yeah.
But we do have it on the outskirts of town just because of cost of real estate out there. So they're smart. They, got a lease out there, and then that's where we store everything.
Because your pricing is in line with typical storage.
Yeah. So straight in line with traditional storage. Some areas were actually less expensive, depending on what special we're running. So just kind of.
So it's obviously, I was about to say, literally a no-brainer. So it's the same as normal typical storage, but you have a catalog of everything that's in storage, and you can literally touch it and it will be delivered to your house.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I need to decorate for Christmas. Okay, let me get all my Christmas decor. Oh, I don't know if anyone has a baby or has children, you have thousands of toys and they outgrow this and then they outgrow that, and all mine is in the attic. But okay, so maybe I'm gonna need to get a storage unit from Callbox.
Yes.
But I'm thinking, okay, if you had that bouncer and then you have your second kid, you can just literally get the bouncer delivered when it's time.
Yeah. And you don't want to keep that space like in your home if you don't have to, and then just call it back when you're ready for it again. So lots of growing families use us. That's a huge reason people use us.
And y'all are doing moving now too, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the winter storm last year kind of kicked that part of our business in gear. So we're doing, A to B moves, and we've also added on packing. So we can do full home packs.
Okay.
We bring the supplies, and our packers can pack up the entire home and then put it into storage if needed, or move it.
Okay. So both. So say if you just want to store some things, they'll come and pack that up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so on all pieces, and especially people right now who are selling their home because the market's so hot to sell, but maybe they're doing new construction or just can't find the next home yet.
Right. Oh gosh.
Yeah, so we'll come
Unfortunately, we are in that boat. But,
you know exactly what we're talking about. You know where to find me when you need me later on.
Exactly. Yeah. When I sell my house and I'm homeless because I can't find another one, then I will. So what are some of the differences, besides obviously the obvious with the app and everything, between you and like a typical storage?
Yeah. So I don't know if you've ever been to storage units before, but they can be a little scary to go by yourself, or it could be, you have to take an elevator up to the 3rd floor. Oftentimes the elevators aren't working. So it's just not like a fun experience to visit storage. So with us, you literally never have to visit storage ever again.
Could you though, if you wanted to?
Great question.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have kind of what you would call like a will call, especially if you need items, pretty quickly. We've had people, accidentally pack their passport. I love a story of someone that packed their keys to their boat, and it was Memorial Day weekend.
Oh no, okay.
And they definitely needed those keys to go out on their boat, but they, selected the boxes it could have been. We pulled them for them, found the keys.
Oh my gosh, and saved the day.
Save the day. So
what is the turnaround time?
Yeah, so we ask 24 to 48 hours for the smaller pickups and deliveries. Anything that's like a full home, we ask 4 days plus, so we can get that scheduled for them.
I mean delivery. Like if you push that you want your Christmas tree, then when is it delivered?
Yeah,
is it still 24 to 48 hours?
24 to 48 hours.
So you were saying like if you need something right away, you can go up there and
we can pull it and make it happen. But maybe not a delivery the same day. We're not to Amazon standards yet, but that is what we're striving to be.
Oh, so you don't even have to go in the unit. If you go there, they go to your unit and pull the box or whatever the item may be.
So we put everything away for them, and then we take it out, so they don't have to go in and find their stuff. It's already pulled.
Nice. But I do like what you were saying about, I know in the past, the storage units that I've had, you want the best price. And so usually those are not in the best neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And so, I would make my husband go or whatever, because I'm like, well, I'm not going there.
Right. Or if you can only get there at night.
Right.
I mean, we deliver on Saturdays, so that's always nice. But yeah, it's not like the best experience having to go to storage and then I think almost every time if you need something from a storage unit, it's always in that like back corner, hard to get to. So with us, you don't have
Right.
to do that anymore.
And what is your role? So they hired you to do sales?
Yeah, great question.
Okay.
So we're still startup mode,
So you do a
we're
little bit
still
of
small. So
everything.
yeah, but my main goal is business development, prospecting for new clients and sales. I also help with quoting and just hand holding all the customers through the process. But, we wear many hats
Yeah.
in startups. So I've gotten a lot of experience in other areas
Right.
as well.
Right. And so you are targeting real estate agents and things like that, and tell them all the different things that you can do for them or their clients or
Right.
builders or, all the different kind of why do they need you?
Why do they need us? Great question. So decluttering listings was our main approach. Of course, right now in this market, you may not have to declutter the listing.
Yeah. You can leave it as is and it will still
Yeah, and it might just sell like that day within a few hours. But when the market is, more normal, people are using us to simplify the space so we can come in on the front end and help pack there and pick up everything and store it. But also, like I mentioned before, the house sells and there's a period of time in between where they don't know where they're going, or new construction, they need to put their home into storage for 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Sometimes with the timeline now, it's a lot longer.
Right.
We can help with that. Clients that might be downsizing, we're a great option for that. A lot of those senior communities may not have garages or attic space, but they still want to decorate for the holidays or switch out seasonal clothing. And then most recently, if people aren't wanting to move right now, they're renovating. And so we can come and pack up an entire kitchen and take that out while the renovation's being done.
Right.
And then
Because who wants
deliver it
like
back.
a big pod in front of your house?
Right.
Or
No.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't think your neighbors would want that either.
Right. It's kind of an eyesore, but especially with pods, you do have to load those yourself. And if you need one item back, you have to haul back the entire pod if it's not on site. So just shows other options you can choose, but we make it easier and
And do you have different packages, or can you kind of make a package? Is it by the hour? Like what?
Yeah, so it's dependent on size.
Okay.
And then if they need to add on packing, I quote that. If they need a move in there as well, I can quote that as well.
Yeah.
But really full service, we do it all.
Yeah. And for all the agents, you're the liaison. So they contact you and then you coordinate everything for them essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll reach out to their client if they want me to, or if their client wants to reach out to me. But I'm that contact person from start to finish. And, if anything goes awry during the process, they can reach out to me and I can help resolve it. So just nice to have someone on the inside.
Totally.
Especially when you're dealing with moving and storage and packing and all
things
all the
will
in-between.
happen, and to have someone, that you, like you said, that's on their side. And I feel like, again, like in a traditional storage, it's maybe the girl that works at the front desk or whoever,
Yeah.
And,
well, you hear the horror stories of like water getting into a storage unit or things like that. We've never had that issue, but I can't imagine having to deal with maybe like an on-site rep at storage with something like that. I don't know like how escalated that gets. So yeah, nice to have someone on the inside.
And have you ever had anyone, I was thinking like, it could be like a closing gift.
Oh, no one's thought of that.
Okay.
I know back when we first started, a lot of realtors were paying for the declutter piece.
Yeah.
So I saw a little bit of that, but I think, we'd be a great closing gift. We're adding unpacking soon as well. So
see, that would be
amazing, right?
Closing gift.
Yeah. So
I would refer my agent to everyone if they literally paid for someone to unpack my house.
Yes.
Oh,
that's just like something no one wants to do.
No.
And some people, I don't know if I even have like the organizational skills to do that. So it's nice to have someone come in and do that.
Okay. So for me, I am pretty type A. I know if some of you know me, then you probably know this about me. But so if someone's going to come in and pack my house, like, can I give them some direction? Like, okay, this is this and this is that.
Yeah. They actually prefer that.
Okay.
So when our workers come in, packers or movers, they walk the entire house and just really take direction from the customer of like, what areas need packing, what you want the box to be labeled as. I have some people that use Post-it notes and put a Post-it in each room and say, label all the boxes with this label.
Okay.
Primary bedroom, label all the boxes with, Charlie's toys or what,
So you can get really specific and kind of tell them.
Right.
Okay.
And then if you go into your photo inventory, you can edit descriptions of things as well.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
yeah, so if it says, master bedroom towels, you can go in and put, the color of them or something, and just to remind you, you can add that as a note. So
that's nice.
Pretty cool.
What is like one of the oddest things that someone has stored, or can you say that?
Yeah. I mean, great question. I won't say whose it is. I actually don't know whose it is, but we do have a lot of people that store holiday decorations, and so there's some like life-size or taller statues. We have like a large skeleton, large Santa, things like that. So that's probably the most like odd shape thing we have.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And do y'all have you ever seen Storage Wars?
Yes, I have seen Storage Wars.
So if someone doesn't pay their bill, what happened?
Yeah, so obviously we contact them multiple times to try to collect and work out something with that customer. But we have, since we're almost 6 years old now, unfortunately there are people that just stop paying. So we do have like lien sales, just like traditional storage do. But we are not on Storage Wars. There isn't like a door that opens and people bid on this
Someone
stuff.
buys the whole thing?
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah. The joys of
I mean, literally all the craziness of it's an interesting world, I feel like.
Yes. And I don't handle most of that stuff, so I can't really speak to it, but I'm sure it's a little entertaining.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I would like to see inside of some people's storage units, I'm sure.
We can't do that for liability reasons, Catherine. But
darn it, I wanted to come over and like peek in some people's storage units.
Nope. It's all, locked away and video surveillance, so it's protected.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So what is kind of one of your favorite things about your job?
Yeah, I think just the people that I meet. I mean, I met you through real estate, and just getting out there and doing the events and just building relationships with people and just helping people through transitions, because people use us, through the happy times of joining families, getting married. But then there's also like aging parents, divorce. I mean, there's just lots of reasons to use us. And so it's just kind of nice to grow connections with those people and really just be someone that can take off a stressor. They might have something else larger on their plate they need to deal with, and probably storage and packing is the last thing they want to do. So I'd say that's my favorite.
And so obviously you came from the title, so you've been in the real estate world for a while. Yeah. And are these some of your biggest clients, you would say? Probably like agents?
Yes. I would say my largest referral base is from real estate agents. We work with professional organizers. We work with stagers, some designers, which I think we'll grow that part of the business later on. Builders, new construction. They need us if if they have clients that are living in a temporary situation in between houses. So I get a lot from my real estate family. So that's
well,
nice.
You're the best. You're always so good to everyone.
You're great
you
too.
help sponsor everything, and I mean, everybody knows you. I feel like if they don't know you, I'm like, okay, well, are you living under a rock? Because hello, everybody knows Taylor Stewart.
I feel like you're boosting my ego a little bit.
Well, we can't do that for each other. Then Then what can we do?
That's fine.
Okay, so we went over obviously how you can help the agents, the sellers, the buyers, everybody else. I mean, what is something else that you think that really makes y'all stand out? I mean, obviously, I think the app is the number one.
Yeah, the photo inventory piece, I think,
how long does
huge.
that take? I mean, I just can't even imagine.
Yeah, it adds on a little time. Our guys are, efficient at it now, but maybe 2 hours plus on a job. It just depends on the size. But then you have visibility of what's in storage, and if you need something, it's there. So I think that's like a major advantage. And then just because we're full service, so we really do every single aspect.
You don't have to hire a bunch of different companies, manage a bunch of different people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's almost like having your own personal project manager for your move, but you're not paying an additional fee for it. I'm just coordinating everything. So
So the fees again, is there a package? Like, could you say, oh, I want Or is everything kind of add on?
I think like adding packing or adding a move is a la carte, but
Okay.
for storage, it's really similar to how traditional storage is priced out by the size,
Okay.
5 by 10, 10 by 10.
Okay. So that is all one
15.
price, but the other thing is more a la carte.
Yeah, adding on the additional services, adding on our moving supplies. But I price it all at the beginning so there aren't any, pricing surprises. And we can really configure it to what they need.
And would you say that your packing and your moving is pretty in line with other moving companies and things like that as well?
Yeah. I think that our hourly pricing is really competitive in the market. And so, I think people recognize that when I quote and, take advantage of our services.
So when they added that piece on, did it add a lot more customer service to your plate? And because when did the moving piece get?
We were doing moves, I guess a couple years ago. If it was a slower season, we would take on some small moves, but now we're really doing everything. But it does take, some more customer service, some more hand holding if I'm adding on those services as well. But
and are y'all looking to expand in any other markets right now?
Are you allowed to
I don't know if
I'm allowed to say anything.
Okay.
So I'll leave that TBD.
Okay.
But we're really working on growing our southern region of the business and just, making it an even better service for people to use and making our website better and just the back end side better. So lots of good improvements coming.
I just feel like for an agent, you are such a great tool to have in their tool belt, to make them look like the expert that they want to appear, for their clients. And so if they have all these referral partners and you're one of them, to be able to offer that resource to their clients is just such a great, like I mentioned, tool that they can have and utilize.
For sure.
Even if they don't personally, but I feel like to say, okay, but wait, I know this great company, they'll do all of this for you and actually I'll take care of it and you'll have Taylor and she's going to hold your hand and
Yes, I think it's definitely great because the move or the storage piece, it often happens towards the end of the transaction, right? And so in a real estate transaction, you're paying for a lot of stuff. You're having to go to a lot of different appointments and set things up yourself. So for the realtor to be able to just hand it over to me and me take control of that end piece for them, I think it's pretty powerful. If I were a real estate agent, I'd want someone like me in my back pocket.
Yes, of course. Well, okay, keep us updated on the unpacking.
Okay, yes, I will. I'll post about it.
I mean, that's going to be a game changer, I think.
I think so too. I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay, well, tell everyone how they can contact you.
Okay, so everyone can contact me. I'm on Instagram at Callbox Taylor, and then you can call me. Can I give them my phone number? Okay. 214-681-2904. So you can call or text me. And then my email is tstewart@callboxstorage.com. And I have a landing page now. It's callboxstorage.com/Taylor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
I'm so
you.
excited. This is so fun for us to do
together.
We get to host a lot of events together, but
this is fun.
To be able to share our story and just chit chat is like one of my favorite things. So thank you again for bringing me into this crazy world.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being my guest today. I really, really appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. We really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank y'all so much.